This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of Tuesday, May 2nd, 2023. I'm Alex Brown. Greg Northrup, CEO of Verbio North America, says the company's acquisition of the South Bend ethanol plant will help grow its ethanol and renewable natural gas production operations. He said the plant brings many benefits to the table, especially for making RNG.
Because of the size of the plant, the amount of stillage, which is the waste product that comes from the ethanol production, was significant in terms of our renewable natural gas production process. So we were able then to get to the scale that we want to in terms of production of renewable natural gas. At the facility, there's infrastructure in place in terms of access to the interstate local distribution pipelines, sufficient capacity as it relates to the electric supply. Water is not an issue for us. And obviously, we're sitting in the middle of Indiana's corn belt, and we need corn. So you put all those things together, and we put together the right price, and we're pretty excited about the future there.
Verbio is investing $230 million to enhance ethanol production and build an RNG operation at the plant. Frankfort-based The Farmers Bank has selected Christopher Cook as its next president and CEO. Cook currently serves as Chief Financial Officer for Huntington-based First Federal Savings Bank. He will succeed Karen Gregerson, who last September announced her plans to retire. Columbus-based Cummins is reporting record first-quarter net income of $790 million, up from $418 million during the same period a year ago. The powertrain manufacturer says it also saw record Q1 revenues of $8.5 billion, up 32%. CEO Jennifer Rumsey said demand remains strong across most of its key markets and regions. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Indiana, it's time to get revved up. Inside Indiana Business is going racing. We'll be at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the month of May and take you inside the business of motorsports, from gasoline alley to high-tech race shops to small-town dirt tracks. We'll explore what fuels a billion-dollar industry in the state. Join the entire Inside Indiana Business team from the world's greatest race course for Business at the Brickyard, brought to you by Purdue University. It's checkered flag coverage you won't want to miss.
A bipartisan group of lawmakers is asking the Securities and Exchange Commission to put the brakes on an initial public offering by Chinese fast fashion retailer Shein until it verifies it does not use forced labor from the country's predominantly Muslim Uyghur population.
Shein hasn't said whether it plans to go public this year, but some news outlets have reported in the past few months that the company is raising money in anticipation of a U.S. listing in the second half of the year. Headquartered in Singapore, Shein has major operations in Indiana. In summer 2022, the company opened its 659,000 square foot Midwest distribution hub in Whitestown and announced plans for a second 550,000 square foot warehouse on its Boone County campus. Shein expects to boost employment at the site from about 750 to 1,400 by the end of 2025. In a letter sent to SEC Chair Gary Gensler, lawmakers cited a Bloomberg report from November that said some garments shipped to the U.S. by Shein were made of cotton from China's Xinjiang region. They're asking the SEC to certify via independent verification that the company does not use Uyghur forced labor. A Shein spokesperson said in a prepared statement that the company has zero tolerance for forced labor. Wes Mills, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
The founder and CEO of Fort Wayne-based Navigate Maternity has been awarded the inaugural Pioneer Award from the Northeast Indiana Regional Partnership. Ariana McGee created the digital platform to reduce the number of deaths among Black women who have medical complications resulting from pregnancies. NEI, which serves as a point of contact for economic development for Northeast Indiana's 11 counties, says the award celebrates entrepreneurship and innovation in the region. The Manchester University Board of Trustees on Monday appointed Stacy Young as the university's 16th president. Young, a 1996 graduate of Manchester, currently serves as president of Montcalm Community College in Sidney, Michigan. Young was selected through a national search that began in December to find a successor for President Dave McFadden, who in October announced plans to retire. John Gilmore, president of the Manchester Board of Trustees, said the search committee was impressed with Young's track record and passion for putting students first. McFadden will step down on June 30th, and Young will begin her new role the following day. She will become only the second woman to lead Manchester, following Jo Young Switzer, who served as president from 2004 to 2014. Indiana Fever GM Lynn Dunn is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.